So who's ready to get triggered? Here's the zombie map tier list I promised you. So, for starters, this will not include any game that isn't Treyarch, and this will not include Cold War. We'll be ranking them in order of... We'll be picking each map in order of how they were laid out on the tier list, so I won't be grabbing random maps. And get prepared to get triggered. Now, Nocturne Totem. It's average. It's what you want out of a zombies map. It's not too big. It's pretty easy to pick up and play, but there's nothing there, man. Now, Moon. It's pretty bad. Now, it's not getting the bin level. I'll still play Moon from time to time, but it's just alright. Now, it's like high bad tier. And prepare for the triggers. Transit is really underrated. It's not that bad of a map, and I really like playing it. It annoys me that a lot of people call it the worst map of all time when there's a map that's just so much worse. Now, next is Bus Depot, and get in the bin. Get in the bin and stay there. This is trying to do a Nocturne Totem style map where it's very small, there's only one door to open, very few wall weapons in a box, no perks. But it didn't need to be like that. There was clearly a space for quick revive from the transit map. You could have added Pack-a-Punch. I mean, come on. This was a waste of time. It really shouldn't have been done. Now, next is Farm. Farm's bad. It's a map I'll play from time to time, but it's bad. It's the worst place to go to in transit anyways. So, turning into a map with the worst box spot of all time, well, second worst, it's just not good. Now, next is Town. It's going in good tier with transit. Now, Town is most people's favorite part of transit and what most people consider the only good part of transit. So, with the fact that it has a nice layout, it's got 5 perks, and you can get all of them if you do a glitch with Tombstone. It's got Pack-a-Punch. It's pretty good. Now, next is Nuketown Zombies. This map is bad. Now, this could probably change on a whim, but the problem with Nuketown and the map and multiple other maps is random perk spawns. Random perk spawns are bad because you sometimes have to reset the map because you didn't get Juggernog as soon as possible. But this map is even worse than the other maps with random perks spawns because they come in at random times. So you could either get Juggernog on round 5 or round 25. Now, next is Die Rise. Now, this map is also pretty underrated. I'll give it the coveted average award. The verticality can be a problem, but a lot of the problems are fixed with Who's Who. There is random perks, though, so that is an issue. Mob of the Dead. Good, no, it's going in the GOAT tier. Mob of the Dead had pretty much saved Black Ops 2. After a lot of people didn't like Die Rise or Nuketown, Mob of the Dead came in with likable characters, a map layout that made sense despite the fact it was based off of a real-world place, the best setup out of any map, a great wonder weapon. This map's just good. Now, Buried. GOAT tier. Now, a lot of you probably will disagree, and some of you might even put it low on the list, but Buried is my favorite map of all time. I have the most nostalgia for it. I like the wonder weapon. I like the perk. I like Arthur. I just like everything about this map. Origins. No comment. Okay, I'll talk about it. Yeah, well, Origins is often considered the best map of all time and is often like, no, it's Mob of the Dead. No, it's Origins. I don't agree with that statement. Origins is pretty bad. The setup just isn't as good as Mob of the Dead. The mud is annoying. The boss zombie sucks. Origins is just okay. Verrückt. Get in the bin. So, Verruct is bad because it is somehow harder than Nocturne and Tone despite adding perks. There's only one place you can train, barely, and it added one new weapon. I mean, sure, that weapon was the PPSH, but come on. It's just not good. The next is Shadows of Evil, and this map's going in the average tier. Now, a lot of you probably would put this in either good or GOAT tier, but the problem with Shadows of Evil that I think a lot of people share is building the Apothicon Servant. Like with Nuketown, the Apothicon Servant parts drop down randomly, so a lot of times you die in games because you won't get the part you need. Dryzen Drac. It's good. It's like, I feel like it's just a mix between Origins and the Giant, and it's a good mix. I like it. I don't like the Return of the Panzer, though. That can go to hell. And now the Giant is going in the average tier. The Giant is basically the average zombies map. It's got pretty good, it's got pretty okay setup, it's got pretty okay wonder weapon. It's just pretty okay. Derice will also go there because they're the same map. Zetsubo no Shima! Get in the bin! It's got everything you hate. A terrible super long setup, terrible random perk locations, a wonder weapon which is annoying as hell to build and even more annoying to use, and terrible boss zombies. It's just bad. Trademark re-res. Now, Garad Krovi. It's going in the average. Now, Garad Krovi is a cool map. It's got lots of cool stuff. The Return of the PPSH is cool. I like that. But, how do I put this? The Pack-a-Punch scene ruins everything. The Pack-a-Punch scene requires you to ride a dragon. Now, it's cool the first time, maybe the second, third, fourth, or even fifth time. But on repeat playing, it gets annoying to see that cutscene every single time. Revelations. It's too easy. I would have put it in good tier. I like the design. I like the concept. The Easter egg's cool, but it's way too easy for high rounding. Void of Despair. Did I make a new tier for this map? Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, this map is boring. Like, so boring. The setup is boring. It's boring to find perks. It's boring to upgrade the Krakens. It's boring to Pack-a-Punch. It's just boring. Now I'm on the polar opposite of that end, 9. Which is probably the most insane. The wonder weapon is cool, and the fact that you're running around a Coliseum, it's just awesome. It's wacky fun. I love it. Blood of the Dead. It's alright. A lot of people would probably put this in their bad or get in the bin tier, but this is Mob of the Dead, just poorly recreated in Black Ops 4's engine. Now this, Classified, is good. It is a good recreation because 5 is, drumroll please, a bad map. It's too close quartered. The wonder weapon isn't good enough. And the only good thing about it really is the boss zombie, which is what keeps it from getting the bin tier. Classified, while getting rid of that awesome boss zombie, makes the wonder weapon much better, and because it's in Black Ops 4 engine with much better guns, and it added more areas to make it less close quartered, it's pretty good. Dead of the Night. I'm conflicted on that one. And the wonder weapon. The wonder weapon is what pushes it into bad tier. Now, Shinonuma. this is the best World at War map. But it's only good in World at War. Let me explain. Shi No Numa is only good in World at War because of the 24 zombie limit. It's fun and a novel concept to be able to get to around 10,000 on a dime. Well, not on a dime, but you get what I mean. In any other game, it sucks, but we're only rating these on their original version. I should probably mention that. Ancient Evil. It's pretty good. And it was a great ending to the Chaos story. Alpha Omega. It's average. It's much better than Nuketown because it gets rid of the random perks and it has the 4 elemental ray guns. Tug Der Tone is bad. Not only was it a terrible ending, not only did we end zombies as we knew it with a bad recreation of Call of the Dead with Victus. No, I refuse. Now, hold on, I need to do something real quick. Add a row below, and change color to red. Now, Kino Der Town. It's good. It's not GOAT level, because it's didn't really add much compared to Der Riese, other than the Wonder Weapon. But it's so nostalgic. Everyone knows this map. Ascension's getting GOAT tier. No, it's not good enough for GOAT tier. Ascension is like super high good tier. Like so close to GOAT tier. If it just had one little thing changed, it would have been GOAT tier. And that little thing is the monkeys. Now, I love the setup. Love the perks, stamina, PhD flopper, love the use of the thunder gun, I love the training, I love how easy this map is while not being too easy. But the monkeys, man, they ruin everything. Call of the Dead, good. I don't think it's good enough to put in GOAT tier. Again, it's pretty darn close. Call of the Dead is a good map. I like the setup of the roaming Pack-a-Punch. I like George Romero. I like the Wonder Weapons. They're really cool. Now, before we continue, I just need to do something real quick. Just look at my ceiling. Enjoy my ceiling. Now, if you guys may recall, I made a 27-minute video of hot garbage talking about why I didn't like Shangri-La. Now, that video sucked, so allow me to explain a little bit better why this map is bad. For one, it's Shangri-La. It has random perks, stupid bosses, in fact, 3 bosses, and all of them suck. The napalms suck, the shriekers suck, the monkeys suck. And fucking every single little thing about this map is bad. It's too close quartered, the Wonder Weapon is bad. The freaking Pack-a-Punch is terrible and is almost impossible to get if you're playing with 4 people, especially in a random lobby where nobody has mics. The Easter egg isn't fun, it's just stupid. It didn't add any new perks, just unlike the previous maps of this game. It didn't add any new weapons, wall weapons, or anything of that sort. And the fact that people consider this map any good. People consider this map top 5, top 10. Some people consider it the best map ever. But no, it's not the best map ever. It's the worst map ever. Nothing will ever top the crappiness that is Shangri-La. There is a possibility, just a slight, very slight possibility, that a map in Cold War will top this map. And it's sure, and it's pure shittery. But, other than that, thanks for watching. I will take your dislike and I will eat it for dinner.